Hey guys, Coach Life back again. We're almost ready to fire up the petroleum boiler. Just got a couple of little things to do, which is first got to put a little blob of oil on here to deal with the vacuum. So I've just broken a section of pipe there. I'm going to deconstruct that once these two tiles are built. And they're priority 9, so they should get them done soon. I've managed to get the upper tile of oil out of there, so we're ready to go on that as well. Okay, so we can deconstruct that, priority 9, and that will drop the oil down and splash onto here, and then we can mop up the bits we don't want. Just like that. Mop that, mop that. Priority 9. There we go. And actually do a sweeping that out. I think I'll just drop it in there actually. Get them to you would go for those, wouldn't you, rather than these? Should put it on sweep only, shouldn't I? There we go. One more. Done. Right. So now I want to deconstruct these two tiles. So the temporary tiles I put in place. Just a little bit more carbon dioxide to suck up here. It says it's got a vacuum, but it isn't quite, because I've just, until those tiles are gone, I can just turn that off now. Turn off the liquid. Put this on priority 9. These ones are going to take in any excess petroleum we've got, but obviously we don't have any bottled up at the moment, so it won't let me select it. Right, good stuff. Right, that means that is ready to run. That erupts in 4 cycles or so. So what we will do now is we will start pumping the oil in there. So we can deconstruct that. Reconnect that pipe. Reconnect that pipe. Oh no. No, don't want you flowing back into there. Or you. Come on. Come Barney, come take this out. Lovely. Pair that. Right, and this wants to be sending green when below 800 kilos per tile. And this wants to be sending green when above 401. No, we'll make that 403 actually. Works better with if you have this made out of thermium, it works better on about 401 because of the amount of heat this stores up. But if you've got it in diamond, slightly higher works better. What I normally find is later on in the game it starts getting a bit rubbish, so I just switch to thermium. Right, strip some oil in there. We'll just get it so that the hydro sensor turns it off, and that will be sufficient in there then. So petroleum forms a tile at about 770 kilos, whereas oil forms a tile at about 835, 840, something like that. So if you have this set for 800, when this has all been turned into petroleum, it'll be 760 kilos odd, and then when the oil is dripping in there, it'll go up above that again until it turns into petroleum. So that's the reason why we're using those figures. Right, that can be green when above. So we've just got to wait for an eruption now, which means we can be getting on with other things like this, which is beginning to look quite a mess up here now. Trouble is, until you get these, I think we need to prioritise getting this lot done. It's good. Anything in the printing pod? Just another dupe, which we don't really want at the moment. 16 is quite enough to be getting on with. Food wise, a bit tight, but okay. I shall have to get my shove bowl farm started soon, I think. Now we're up in the space biome. It's okay, they're getting that done, that's good. I think I'll just skip forward a little bit just to until we get to the eruption of the volcano. So we've got some magma now, so I think it's worth just seeing if we can get it fired up. So to do that, setting this to 450. Oh no, that's 550. 450. I think it's below. A little bit of carbon dioxide still in there, but nothing major. Nothing that will cause a problem, that's for sure. After that's been going a little while, that should not work. Green, 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 green. Ah, that's why. So I just need to cycle it now. Get some magma in there. Oh, there's not an awful lot going in there, is there? Oh, you get. Nowhere near enough. Yeah, that's not going to work. I think we're going to have to wait for another eruption. So another 11.2 cycles, so we'll just let it get on with it. No real panic, we've still got petroleum coming in from the oil refineries, so these are all okay. This turned off at the moment. Are they getting their engines tune-ups? Not at the moment, they're not. Plastic we've got going, so we can get started on our transit tunnels fairly shortly. God, this is taking a while. How many diggers have I got? One, two, three, four. Let's have a quick look here. Meep. Now you've been digging and stuff. I think we can give you a bit of digging to do. So we'll put you on super duper hard digging. Priorities. We'll just up those slightly. Drop that one down, sorry. Yep, so that will get you on the priority digging now. It's okay, you've got exosuit training, so it's all good. Right. Right. What we're going to do... Ooh, be careful, because there's probably a pipe under there. Plumbing. Right, let's deconstruct. Buildings, priority 9. Time to be done with Millwood, I think. For the most part. Oh yeah, what have we got now? Oh, we've got loads of meat. So yeah, we definitely need to be done with Millwood now. Right, and we want a little shovel farm, don't we? So I have a blueprint for that. Like you're surprised. There we go, one shovel farm. We shall put that... Yeah, here I think. And we'll put some regular tiles. Granite. Should we find we've got enough obsidian? Yep. That should be okay then. Done quickly. Camille's injured. So many hatchling eggs. Almost doesn't seem worth bothering with shovels, but I guess you can never have too many. Oh, and I've replaced these regular pots with diamond arrow pots just to give a bit of a decor boost. We have, I think we've got a Masterworks decorator now, haven't we? Yeah, so we can start putting in some statues and things. Make the place look prettier. For the dupes, I mean. Oh, look, Camille's in her crib with a nice little balloon. Oh, she saw us peeking and ran off. Oh, I think that looks like a good place for another park sign. Let's copy that. Whack it in there. And then anyone who goes through there can get the park debuff. Nature reserve debuff. Buff, not debuff. Yep, nature reserve straight in there. We'll leave that door open. Now, this one thing I always forget. Yeah, it's toggling. Toggling, you can leave that on a high priority for everyone, because they do so little of it that it really doesn't matter. So yeah, that seems to be working quite successfully in terms of cooling the hydrogen down in there. I think we'll do the same trick on this once it goes dormant and it's cooled down in there. It's a bit toasty at the moment. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Okay, what cycle are we going to? 8.8 cycles. So put a little cut here and we'll come back again a bit closer to the time. And we have magma. I put a couple of extra little ceramic tiles in there just to prioritise it falling on this side so it didn't all sit on here. Some of it's set and then the dupes came in and started collecting it up. So, right, I think that is about right now. Yep, that should get us. Whoa, there we go. Instantly tiled. That should get us where we need to be. Right. Better just check on these, because as we know, they have a habit of getting themselves caught. Oh, they've well and truly done it this time. Already had one bugged out tile up here. They were trying to dig that forever, so that'll go when we save the game and reload it, but I'm not fussed about that now. Anyway, I think they'll dig themselves out. Let me just dig this out as well. So any more falls down there, they'll be stuck. Yeah. Whoa. Getting sunburned, chaps. You better get on with it. They built the tiles right the way across here now. Obviously, we're still waiting for them to do this side, but yeah, they'll get that done. Not a priority at the moment. Right, let's see how the petroleum boiler's coming in. We have petroleum. Fantastic. That's feeding in. That's working as intended. Great. So that will soon be up and running and soon be feeding petroleum up to here, which is good news. We have shove valves wrangled up. I just wrangled everything up there and wrangled all the eggs into the critter dispenser. So we have 18 shove valve eggs and 13 shove valves. So that'll be nice. I'm not feeding them. I'm just going to starvation farm them. I rounded up all the meat up at the top, or most of it, and that's 141,000 calories in barbecue we've got now. So food is taken care of. I've placed another electrolyzer set up here. That'll be the one for space. This is the one with my door compressors. Actually, I need to cancel those there. Buildings only, not the whole lot, but never mind. Because obviously they won't be able to build it if the doors get placed in there. Right, automation wire. Copy. And I now need to use the blueprint for door compressor, which goes to the right, to the left rather. Hopefully I have that in suitable materials. That will go there. We'll need to put some tiles there. That's all good. Dig. There we go, that's all getting done now. I'll probably put the liquid hydrogen and oxygen set up here. Nice and easy to get to. No, actually maybe not. I'll have to put it here, because this will be the side that's got the solar panels on. Over here we'll be doing rockets, so this will probably be the first rocket here, which will be this the research rocket, and then all the rest will go along here. So as we ever get enough steel, there's not an awful lot of iron on this map, so we're pretty lucky that there's going to be quite a bit up in the space biome. So yeah, that's I'm surprised at how little iron there is on this map. I don't remember that from playing it before, but that's the edge of the map there, so that's fine. That should get us a nice little solar setup. Have we got glass being made yet? Nope, so we better get that underway. I think that's full of sand. Yes, it is. So refinement, glass forge. And I will put a temp shift plate in, made of diamond here. Plumbing will be ceramic, of course. Liquid vent will be steel, liquid bridge will be ceramic. You can get out of there, John. What are you on about? Right, so that will be set to do molten glass forever. Priority 8. So these are all just waiting for coolant from the looks of it. How much iron have we got refined? Iron 52.4 tonnes, and we're out of ore, so we need to find some more ore. Let's have a look at the mineral overlay. Metal, aluminium, iron ore, iron ore. Yeah, there isn't an awful lot on this map. Not at all. So that's going to be a tricky one. Because with only 52 tonnes of iron, that's what, 60 odd tonnes of steel? That's never going to get us where we need to be. Right, I put the wrong row on priority 9. Needed that row on priority 9. Right. So my little pump trick worked here, as you can see. We're now a nice level of chlorine in the bottom. Plants are growing, so that's alright. Might just put a little bit more oxygen in there. Just press the carbon dioxide down and the hydrogen up. And make sure that my dupes can breathe in there. I don't want anything out of the printing pod at the moment. We're okay with 16 for now. This is nearly going. Once this fuel the petroleum starts running around here into the counterflow heat exchanger, then this will become a lot more efficient. At the moment it's just using magma. By the time this all flows through here, the oil, instead of being at 79 degrees, will be almost at the temperature at which it changes to petroleum. So yeah, that will work quite well then, and we'll use a lot less magma. Next eruption, 10.3 cycles. We've probably got enough there to see us through, and leave a little bit behind. Right, so we've got plenty of natural gas. I've plumbed that down to the kitchen, and I've set the research to do the stove, the range, so that's probably come in by now. Yes, it has, and we will put that there. And I think it's probably time we start thinking about upgrading our wiring. I've done some of it over this side when I put in the shovel column, but yeah, this needs to go. What we run on this? Only just over 1200 watts, so it's not too bad. This one's running up to I mean, that's rarely going to run. There's about 960 watts that's never going to be used, or almost never going to be used. So that can run our gas range. And I think you can run a couple of refrigerators as well to store goods ready for cooking. So we'll have a couple of refrigerators in there. So I'm going to make that gas range out of copper, I think, because we've got much more copper on this map. Food, gas range, copper. There we go. Put the meat in there. And we can use a auto sweeper to do that. That auto sweeper should cover the whole area there. Should sweep between all the different things, which would be nice. Ugh, got enough carbon dioxide in there. Almost, it's not great. Almost there. I'm going to go for a magma change fairly shortly. It's down to 493. Oh, here we go. You see the oil in the pipe is going up in temperature quite rapidly now. And this will keep going in there, and as that warms up the oil in the pipe, it will cool the petroleum before it runs down here to our pump, because obviously this is 400 degrees. This pump can only cope with 275, so yeah, we don't want to kill our pump. Look at that, that's going nicely. More, a bit more. Good stuff. Happy with that. This is taking an eternity. But then it always is slow going. So put a few more of these in now. No more steel. Plumbing wise, what have we got here? Right. Need to deal with that as well, because we're going to have too much polluted water in there soon. So we'll bring that straight down here and send it over into our water area. Oh, really? Do you know what? I'm going to pass it over those pipes with liquid bridges, because it's easier to run these out than when I need to run those out for supply. Oh, stop doing that, will you, Mark? ladder up here. Just to get that dealt with. Right, there we go. Right, I put a little cut in here because we need to get some steel together, and that's going to just be a bit of a waiting game, so I'll pause it for now. Quick look at the petroleum boiler because it's about to cycle, I think. See its temperature's dropping down now. As soon as it does... Oh, that shouldn't have happened. What's going on there? Oh my god. I think I might have wired something up wrong there. Right, that's... I haven't set the filter gate. I'll put money on it. Yep, set for 5 seconds. Should be set for 40. Oh, that's a flipping disaster. I set, yep. Haven't set the buffer gate either. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, that'll work for now. It's just wasted a load of magma. That's all. Bit annoying, but hey, not the end of the world. And you can see that's working perfectly now. Yeah. Lovely. Happy with that. So the dupes are getting on with this second electrolyzer setup now. I think we've got to, I've just changed one of the materials from obsidian to igneous rock. Because it's not going up near the space biome, we don't need the shove hole protection, so it's obviously a lot cheaper to do it with that, and I haven't got an awful lot, so I've only got 7.8 tons of obsidian left, so yeah, I mean we'll get more of that as we continue to core this out. There's normally quite a bit up here, and we have got some more down here. I can't see it now, but there is some more down there, so we'll get that done. Space-wise, yeah, we're getting done. We're just out of steel basically, so we're going to need a lot of steel. Still need steel. I thought I'd run out of ceramic, but what I'd actually done is that huge pipe I built, I made it all out of ceramic. So I've just replaced that with igneous rock because yeah, that really didn't need to be ceramic. So now we're back up to what, 100 tons of ceramic? Yeah, 108 tons of ceramic. I will need that for the liquid oxygen and hydrogen, so I really don't want to waste it. It's quite valuable. I mean, and that's not bad considering we only had a small amount of slime biome to get that from, and the rest of it's come from our polluted oxygen recycling. So it's still bashing it out over here. We've got these bashing out clay still, as you can see, which is fantastic, and these turning it into ceramic, so all good. I ought to really automate that, didn't I? Thinking about it. You can certainly automate some of it. Yeah, why not? We seem to be out of power there, so I really need to replace this. It's long overdue a replacement. So let's get ourselves in a power supply then. We'll go for a large power transformer. We'll stick it here. Oh, or not. Power. Large power transformer made out of copper. Actually, no, I'm going to put it down here actually. And we'll just put a heavy watt conductive joint plate in the floor. So we'll put that there. Heavy watt wire. Or rather heavy watt conductive wire. And then we'll run some ordinary conductive wire made out of lead. through the floor, down through the doors, and then drop that in on top of there. Then we can get rid of that hamster wheel once and for all. Oh, come on. Yep, that's fine. Copy that across there. And we'll just run this across here. Right, this one. Well, that's only running off a 1 kilowatt power supply, so that's fine. We can leave that in for now. Yeah, that's only got 720 watts on it. And we can pretty much do away with that one now, can't we? So, deconstruct. Oh, we can deconstruct all that lot as well. What's in there? Coal, yeah. Yeah, we really don't need... I don't think that's doing anything now since we put in the new refinery. It's got no coolant, so yeah, not going to do anything. Deconstruct. Pump. Pump and liquid pipes. Can all go. Great. Fantastic. Oh, and that's pretty good. We're up to 995 kilos per tile. That's at 1 ton per tile on all of those, which is great. Still got a bit of magma. Oh. I wonder if they'll be able to get to that and dig it out. No, they can't. Might just get away with that. So we dig it out, it'll melt into the rest of the magma. Right, okay. So just really want to just tidy up some of these tiles now, because they're all looking a little bit rubbish. So we can do that one, can do that one. Dig that up. That's cool. Fine with that. Dig that out, whatever that is. Drown hatch. So we're still at 92,000 calories of barbecue, so I think we can safely say we've got enough of that in. We have 23 shove bowls. 26 shove bowls. And how many eggs? 15. So yeah, that's nice. So roughly about 40 shove bowls in the cycle there now. We need some more. Have we got any more bleach stone around that we can wrangle up? Is there any pending deliveries? No pending deliveries. Right, so we need to find some. And disconnect that gas pipe now. Is it still going? When's its next? Oh, we haven't analysed it, so we don't know when it is. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, gas pump steel. I think we're gonna... They're gold amalgam, so Oh, no, we've got them that's made out of steel. That's fine. Gold amalgam, gold amalgam. Good stuff. Right, now, where are we going to take the water from for this? That is the next question. I think saltwater geyser, I think. I want to bash out this slime biome as well. Look, evilness. Evil spore kid. Right. Let's make that the next priority then. We've got, wow, about 500,000 zombie spores per tile. Great. It's got an achievement. Wonder what that is. Pulling back the veil, 80% of the map. Cool. Ooh. Ooh, actually, we have a cool steam vent. Fantastic. Excellent stuff. A natural gas geyser that we really don't want to go anywhere near at the moment. We will, don't you worry. Oh, look, 347 degrees. Right. Yeah, we need to insulate some of this off, I think. So let's prioritise that. So we'll run some insulated tiles made from obsidian. It's going to be obsidian or ceramic. I think it's worth going with the ceramic for this, I think. Ooh, look at this. This is a bit of obsidian. That's mucho nastiness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Just want to make sure. Oh, that might expose that steam, so we'll cancel that row. Cancel that. Move it to there. This one should be alright because that molten lead will act as a liquid lock for it. Same there. But that tile, I think, would have. Yeah, that would have been nasty. Okay, fingers crossed. Hopefully that will insulate all that off and we won't have to touch it for a bit. Do you know what? It's not hot enough to worry about ceramic. It's not magma temperature, is it? So let's just use igneous rock. Insulated igneous. I think that will be fine. Priority 9 this, get it all done. Yeah, we're gonna have fun dealing with that. Definitely. Oh, it's got another oil biome here that it's intruded in as well. In fact, I think this is not another oil biome. This is the main oil biome at the bottom of the map. Ugh. Let's split it right across there. That's probably about a quarter of the oil biome we've lost access to until we deal with that. Nice. Never mind, we'll go this way for now. Right. So, I'm going to go in here as soon as the save's finished. Who's confined and entombed? Really, Jean? Ugh, what a muppet. Bailed him out, Meep. You look injured, mate. Do you want a little hospital break? Oh my word. Got a few injured, haven't we? Let's give them all a little bit on the triage cots. Right, so we'll core all this out, get them in, oh, thimble reed. Yeah. Sandy Harry. So we've just been dealing with Drecos for now, haven't we? I need to have a quick look, see if we got any, we're going to have some, probably have some bleach stone in here, I think. Consumable ore. Yeah, bleach stone. So we can get that out of there and in there. Yeah, that's handy. Use that to put a bit more chlorine in with our Drecos. Should get another load of clay out of here as well, which would be nice. And speak of the devil. There we go. And we shall go up as well. Thank you. I know my mouse is working because you hear the click to show that it's selected, but it's just the game not actually picking it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Or not actually utilising that click. Oh God, really? Bugger. Oh, epic fail. Oh well. Done now. No point crying over spilt polluted water. see if we can actually base tile priority 9. Let's try and stop too much more going down there if we can. So I shall try that request again, shall I? Go on, and the last one. This is where you need enable proximity set on. Because someone's come from miles away to do that when there was a load of dupes already down here digging that out. Right, yeah, I've made a proper mess of that. Nothing like a bit of steam in your oil biome to keep things interesting. So Francis John's new series is excellent. He's doing a Badlands playthrough. He has gone with care packages, which I know he's been taking some stick for it. But, you know, to be fair, he's playing a cross between Badlands and Volcania, because he's got magma channels and volcanoes, with all the hard dupe settings on. So, as is my way, I copied his map seed and started the same game. So far I'm up to about 200 cycles. I've got 16 dupes, and it's all going really well. So yeah, it's been tough, I can tell you that. There's been a few close to starvation a few times, because obviously they're all ravenously hungry. I've had quite a lot of ugly crying and vomiting going on from stress, but no, I have. I've survived it. So, but it has been hard. Doing it on a recorded playthrough is pretty brave, I would say. But it's. I mean, he's smashing through it. He really is. I mean, I've got further only because I've spent more time on it. If you look at the time he's spent on it, the number of cycles, he's just. Yeah, he's just blitzing it. Look at all this lovely fossil. What a shame we haven't got the iron to use it with. Oh, there's a little bit of iron down there. That'll come in handy. All right, sour gas. That's about 10 kilos of sour gas there. What we got there? Yeah, that's not too bad. Got a load down here. Look. Oh no, that's phosphorus. Using the B key now because the click's constantly failing. It's a very odd shaped world, but look at that. See, that's what's happened. Our magma biome, that must have been a glacier there. And that glacier must have gone through the abyssalite and straight into the magma biome. So what's happened is that's all turned to 590 kilos of steam at 350 degrees. Yeah, that's 590 kilos per tile. So yeah, that's going to be pretty fun to deal with. Quite looking forward to it, actually. I've done it before. I had one on Rime. I had a glacier go straight into the magma biome and I had to deal with it. Wasn't really a bother. Oh, we've got a volcano here, or a geyser. So we just cancel that one, because we don't want to expose that in case it's something nasty. We'll check it first. The rate I'm going, plain nasty volcano would be a bit of a bonus, actually. He's trapped. Oh, you got yourself in a right pickle there, haven't you? That should get you out. Yeah, that's great. You dig yourselves back in again. Get yourself an escape route first, you muppets. Yeah, so we're going to have meteor fall here because we haven't built the ceiling yet. How are we doing on steel? None, and we have queued up 24.6 tons queued up. That might take some time. We even got that much iron. 52 tons here we have. So we should have just enough to build our space biome, a couple of rockets, and that's it. Although we will get some iron coming in from space, so it's not a total loss. Yeah. I feel like just opening those and just letting the whole lot just fall down. Then we'll deal with it. Right. Meantime, dig, dig, dig. That's 110. We'll probably get away with a gold amalgam pump in there. And we'll dig that out. Priority 9, so all that water flows back in there. Then we'll wall it in. Mostly. Three down. Should be alright. Now any... Ooh, that abyssalite's a bit toasty. Yeah, that could be nasty. What about this bit here? 309. Oof. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yes, we won't necessarily be going down too far there then. 134, 134, 183, 136. Yeah, that's all okay. It's when it starts getting up above sort of 550 and that sort of temperature, then you just anything hits it just turns to sour gas. So it's not much fun. Right, they built that electrolyzer yet? They have. Good chaps. Just dig that out. Dig that out. Oh, stop trying to do that undiggable tile. There's nothing there. I've got to put that ladder in now. Nope. just kill any shove bowls I find now, because I can't wrangle them into that. They're already above the maximum of 20, so can't wrangle any in there anymore. Again. That was nice from Camille, wasn't it? They all buggered off and left you there. Worry about that. Just get this done. Then you can have your lunch. Okay. Those steam turbines are running well. 196 that petroleum is. Which one's this one? Is that the... It's the wolframite tungsten. Petroleum by 51.5 degrees. What does the steel one do? That's more than that, isn't it? Sorry, steel. Yeah, much more. Right, we've got in there. Got lime in there, do we? Fine carbon. That's the one we want, the lime. We're out of lime again. We've got loads of fossil now, haven't we? Yeah. 17.7 tonnes of fossil. Right, I think what we'll do is put a storage bin up here. Take fossil off the menu here, which is raw mineral. Fossil. Copy settings. We'll build this and then get that filled with fossil. Fantastic. It's all going swimmingly. 142,000 calories of barbecue. I think we can safely say that we are in a surplus production of barbecue now. And we have a ton of lead. Well, actually more than a ton, but you know what I mean. Right, now, so, germ-wise. Slime lung, no problem. We have some zombie spores. Now, I wonder if we can kill off those zombie spores with the slime lung. It's worth a shot, isn't it? Got a lot of slime lung there, so... They can't coexist in the same place. So if we give it a load of slime lung to deal with, it might bully out the zombie spores. Yeah, possibly not. We've certainly got a lot more slime lung than we have zombie spores. Oh, really? What now? It's this again. Who now? You're not stuck, are you, Meep? Huh. Oh, come and dig this slot then if you're stuck. Got a few people with sunburn. Yeah, Barney and Meep. They need the charge cots for that? Nope, they don't. Move debris. Critter egg. 9. Get those down in the shovel farm. Right, well, that's an hour of footage. We've made some good progress down here. I think we boxed in most of this steam and created a new lot through my own stupidity. So we'll carry on with this tomorrow and see how far we can get. Hopefully by then we'll be able to build some solar panels and start getting work on our proper space miner setup. Oh, I can cancel that now. I used that just as a... Oh god, really? Well, just dig it out, then you can go, yeah? It's not rocket science. That comes next. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.